Welcome to today's intention. Today we're going to talk about the technique and the play in the game. Normally coaches likes to explain a lot of technique, a lot of analysis of the shot. They like it. They like it. No, they like it themselves. How can I explain that? Move the hand, get the balance, transfer the power, and I don't know what they think that they're helping the player, and it's not. How many coaches do you hear also in professional? If you go to a practice court in a tournament, you will hear the same correction. Pass the hand, lean, transfer, I don't know, all technical corrections. Okay. But what happens when you make a technical correction? That you are opening another window. So if you have a phone, right? As you see, there is a lot of window open, right? A lot of notification and other things. That is something that the telephone has to work on that, because if it's open like this, the system has to open every time. It's not that they say, okay, now I'm not going to show you this one because I lost a lot of energy and battery, so I lost it. No, they always put the thing that is open, right or not? So as more windows opens you have, then the telephone goes worse, goes slowly. And if you open windows, then the telephone stops working. Yes or no? Okay. And with your player happen something close to that. When you say a technical correction, you are opening one window. And imagine how many technical corrections you make in a day. So you open like a 25 window today. Tomorrow another 25. So there are 50 windows open. So do you think that this player is going to play better in the next days? No, because the system is overloaded. You make a lot of things that he don't know how now to do it, and then he stop or she stop because now there is a lot of things that you say to them, and now they don't know how to combine or to achieve, because he remember the hand that you say yesterday hand, here you say yesterday the lean, here you say today the rotation, the transfer of the power. I don't know what they say, but it's not helping the player. And you will say that, what can I do if the player doesn't lean? Yes, you can do that. You can say a correction by that, but not in the way that you do. Not technically. You cannot say if the player has to lean more in the front leg, you cannot say lean more in the front leg. No, you cannot say that, because this language is not going to communicate what happened in the game. It means when you say lean more, this correction is not gonna help the game. And it's not, because you are opening another window. You have to say a comment, a correction that goes into the game. For example, it could be find more the ball, go more for the ball, don't wait too much. And then what happened? That he's going to lean. But your correction was basing on the game, not basing on the correction, not basing on your ego as a coach, because they like it. They like it. They feel like a strong and important. A player doesn't need a coach. A player needs a person who has the ability to remind that he can do it. That's it. Because the player can see by himself. The coach is a person who looks from the other perspective, and then they can help the player to achieve the game. But to explain the game, no. That's why Carlos Alcaraz win without without the coaches, without Juan Carlos Ferrero. Carlos Alcaraz doesn't need the Juan Carlos Ferrero. Doesn't need the coach that he has, not right now. Doesn't need his brother, doesn't need. He can play by himself. Those persons are there to remind that it's possible to achieve that. So we arrive to the game by a technical explanation. This is something that we cannot change now. But as the players is getting more into the game, playing matches, as we have as a coach to skip completely the explanation of the analysis of the shot. Because we need to translate that information that they give you in the past as analytic, that he always thinking about the leg, the hand, the transfer and the things. Then now he is in the game now with those things and that he has to do or connect that he or she doesn't know how to deal with that, because it's a lot of information, it's a lot of window open. Now your goal as a coach is starting making correction, but without the explanation of the analysis. So the comment has to go more in the way by the game. And when you do that, then the player is going to do that correction that you want to make, but in a different way, because he find the way to do it into the game by your words, by the way you communicate the things to him. But if you make words analytics to the player, like let's make rotate more, it's done, it's over, because the rotation has nothing in common with the game. Which is the thing that is similar? Nothing, because you are taking part of one piece of the puzzle. You need to explain the photo of the puzzle, and then they will find the spot for the piece. But if you say, oh, this piece is a lion, where? You will see, it's a lion, this piece go to a lion. Okay, now could be make sense. But this piece alone is black. But if you say, this black goes into a picture that is Leo. Okay, and now this little piece now makes sense. Now I have to find the sense. But I know, because I know the perspective. I'm playing a game. But a correction, technical correction, just like that, is the worst thing that you can do to a player. Because you are not helping to move, to go forward, you are helping to stop the game. We never make interaction and energy and transmission by comment analytic. It's impossible. You always, because you are opening another window, you don't have to, your mind has to be free, without windows open. And then the action is going to be fully. But we have, if you make every time a correction, analytic, that's why the player get lost, because it's a lot of information, it's a lot of window open. You have to say every comment that you want to correct, but into the game. Like this is this example, simple example. The player doesn't lean too much, so they need more power from the ground. Okay, don't say that. Say it. Go more for the ball. And now he goes, and now he used the leg to do it. It's over. but it's a comment that goes into the game, not skip the game. So leave the comment analytics. You don't get analysis of the shot, and the worst thing that you can do is say it to the player, because you're not helping. You're not helping him and the game. You are against the game, because every time that you say that, you are stopping the game. I know that you don't do it for on purpose. I know, but now you know. Because today, for example, I make a lesson with a student, and he told me, I play very good, I play free. And I say to him, do you think about it that I never say to you any technical explanation? He said, yes, that's true. Because otherwise, I start in open windows. So leave the analysis, the comment, the correction by the analysis, and give that correction back into the game, because he has to play a game. The player has to be as expert of the shot. I hope you liked this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.